Live.
All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Space Cowboys podcast. I'm your host, Chris Gonzalez, here with my co-host, Devin Gonzalez
Yo,
and
yo.
Evan Moreno.
What's up, guys?
Say hi. How you guys feeling today?
Hi.
Yeah.
No pun
Yeah,
intended.
we're smoking on some Hash Artist Farms today. So just saw the King Kong versus Godzilla trailer.
Start off like that,
Yeah,
yeah. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, guys, trailer's amazing, you know.
Actually, if you haven't seen the movies,
Oh, yeah, you haven't seen
any
the
of the movies,
movies?
like you got to get on that.
Yeah,
You definitely watch the movies. Like, I wouldn't say, like, to understand it, but just, like, I mean, they're good movies in general.
Right.
There's really not a whole lot to storyline. It's just
Yeah.
monsters fighting. I mean,
That's it. It's
what
like,
more can you?
who's the best? And it's like, well,
Yeah, but it's
Right.
fucking good. It's kick ass. It's a really good.
Right.
I actually just watched the 2014 Godzilla
Okay.
for the first time
For the first time, when?
Monday, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty good.
Did you like do we like the King Kong movie better than the Godzilla movies?
I like the King Kong movie better. I like the King Kong movie better.
The new ones, the first Godzilla, the 2014 one,
Yeah.
it was kind of slow. There wasn't enough fighting for it for me.
Mhm.
Right.
King Kong, it was just kind of, in some parts, it was just kind of too cringe, kind of too cheesy. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's a monster movie, so I mean, you can't really like,
Exactly. It's fiction.
you can't be too picky.
Right. Who's winning now?
I got Kong.
You got Kong?
Yeah.
All right.
I say stalemate.
Stalemate?
I say what's gonna happen is that King Kong will kill off Godzilla somehow, kill him off, quote, kill him off.
Uh-huh.
But then King Kong's gonna be like, okay, like I'm the ruler champion. But then the humans are like, no, hold on, like he's causing destruction and havoc everywhere. So we're gonna extract some Godzilla blood or some shit, make Mecha Godzilla, and that's how Mecha Godzilla is there.
Okay,
He fights off Godzilla. I mean, not Godzilla, but Kong.
Yeah.
And then,
So if we're
Kong dies too?
maybe.
Okay, so here's my thing. If we're going with theories, how we think the movie's gonna play out, I think the whole time, I think that the main Godzilla that King Kong's fighting in the beginning, that's Mecha Godzilla already. They already got it made and stuff. I don't know however and stuff, right? And so like that's why he's killing all those people for no reason and stuff. So then they bring Kong and stuff. Then he goes fight Mecha Godzilla, and then like I think Mecha Godzilla like starts to kick his ass, and so guess who pulls up out of nowhere? The real Godzilla. And then so Godzilla and King Kong team up against Mecha Godzilla.
That'd be chill. That'd be fucking tight.
Right?
That'd be
Right?
tight.
Okay, so you're saying that, so it's not a really versus.
Well, I think in the way it's a versus with the Mecha Godzilla, but nobody knows it's Mecha Godzilla until they watch the movie and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And then it turns into these two mains versus this Mecha Godzilla, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Be a fucking crazy.
Or if it's not that, then I think since King Kong hasn't got his name King yet, because they've only referred him as Kong and stuff or like that.
Yeah.
So for him to get that title King Kong, like I think he's got to beat Godzilla, you know?
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that makes sense. Yeah,
Theories.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, you know?
Right. It's gonna be fucking. I think it's gonna be a good ass movie.
Absolutely.
Definitely one of
Yeah.
the trailers that I've seen that's got me super hyped about a movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, it's gonna be kick ass.
Oh, yeah.
Like either way, like I feel, it's Godzilla. What the fuck? Like King Kong. Like who's not gonna like want to see that movie?
Right.
But
Yeah.
we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. So also, and what's going on today? GameStop said that it was closing over like hundreds of locations. So, and that's sad for people like us. I spent a lot of money at GameStop, buying video games and shit like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the place. That's the place you want to go.
What was your favorite video game that you got from GameStop? If you remember.
Okay. My favorite video game I ever got from GameStop, the original Spider-Man 3 video game that was on like Xbox 360
I remember that
and
one.
Spider-Man or PlayStation 3. That game.
That one's hella funny.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
hella fun.
I'll admit it. The game itself is an okay game. It's not the best. It's not the best Spider-Man game. But
To me, it's like the cutscenes are hella funny. Like they're just like
exactly. But it's like I was such a young kid and stuff. Like I didn't know what the definition of a good game was.
Yeah.
So when I played this character who I really loved, Spider-Man and stuff, I played the game and I was like, damn, I like this game. And like I would always I was a little kid, so I always like lose it or like break it.
Yeah.
And so every time I go to the GameStop, I was like, Dad, you need to get me the Spider-Man game. And so we got it.
Yeah.
And that's just why it's just been
The
like
peanut
my
butter.
yeah, so it's just been my favorite game, you know.
Okay, that's what
Hell yeah.
you're doing. Do you
Fuck with that.
I know. Okay, and I was telling him, you guys have always you guys bring up references of video games that I've never even fucking heard of, and it's like, and I always tell him like, dude, like they know a lot of stuff. Like Julian was like in the culture of like getting a video game, trading it in for another video game. So it's like you're constantly on the drops. So I know you've seen hella video games.
buying from GameStop specifically, I I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
I think I don't know. There was a game called Area 51, and I keep telling Jonathan about it. But like they had a version of Area 51, but it was like those sequel games, and they end up being like everybody's like all hyped about it, like they're making a sequel to it, and then it ends up like flopping.
Yeah, it's trash.
And it's trash. And so like the original Area 51, the first one, it was like fucking tight. It was scary as fuck. It was you pretty much like play a Marine and just like invade Area 51,
yeah,
and like crazy. it like initially it's supposed to be like, okay, like there's something strange going on, we have to like go do something about it.
Yeah.
And then it ends up being like this big ass, like they find like all these different creatures that the government's working on. There are a bunch of aliens involved, and like it's fucking wild, but it's a really good game.
Yeah.
But I think I want to say that one was from GameStop. I don't remember.
If and on the topic of aliens, like I feel like in aliens video games, like they should make some more video games with aliens. And
for sure.
So they do have Alien versus Predator, like actual alien games and stuff like that. But it's like, so there was this one game I played, right? It's and it's based off a movie. It's based off what's the movie called? I think Battle for Los Angeles, I think.
Okay.
And it's an alien movie. Aliens, attack, and so like army people, they have to like defend and shoot off aliens. And they made a game about that too. A little small game, nothing too major. Like no one really knows about it and stuff. But I feel like games like enemy games like aliens invading and stuff. Yeah. But you don't know it's aliens and stuff. You don't know like what's happening and stuff. And then like you're probably gonna be like the army or something like that, army marines.
No,
or something
dude,
like that.
the fucking one of my the best games I feel like, or one of the most memorable games that I've played was Destroy All Humans, and that game.
Yeah,
was
that game. Yeah,
I missed that one.
That game was
they remake it.
They remade it.
Yeah, they remade it.
Mm-hmm. But the cutscenes, like everything about that game is so cool because it's like it was way ahead of its time. Like you got to go around the city and shit like that. The cutscenes like had the alien being like a total dick.
Yeah.
Like,
this alien.
So the humans are just like a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's an asshole or something, and then she's just like and you play as that alien. And shit. It's amazing. It's so funny.
I love it.
Yeah, no, that game is definitely a memory and stuff. That I think. That was the first game, one of the first games I ever played, actually.
Yeah.
Because how I started playing video games was actually, I was at when I lived in Bakersfield, like, I always used to go to my uncle's house, and, like, he was kind of young and stuff, and so he played video games. But I was young, and my parents didn't let me play, like, games like GTA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so whenever they would leave, and, like, my uncle would watch me, him and his girlfriend, they'd watch us. And then so he just, like, want to play GTA? And I'm like, I'd be like, I don't know. I get scared and stuff, like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, let me play. And so, I play, like, GTA San Andreas and like Destroy All Humans and like Army of Two. Like I play games like that. With
that game's shit.
Yeah,
Army
right.
2.
Yeah, and like those games were like those were the original first games I played. And like I think like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you say San Andreas because I actually think Grand Theft Auto 3 was like one of the first games I started playing. Mm-hmm. Like just not because I wanted to play it, just because it was there.
Yeah, it was
my older brother. I was like, what is this? And so like, pick it up, you get a gun, you start just shooting. And I'm like, oh
shit.
The more you play, you discover more about it. And I was hella young, so I was like,
GTA San Andreas.
And then San Andreas came out, and that was like, okay, that's the game.
Shit, okay.
GTA 5 doesn't compare to San Andreas.
No, absolutely.
Okay, no way whatsoever.
I don't doubt that. Like, that's completely.
GTA 5 is a good game. I'll agree with that. But San Andreas is just classic. It's a classic, you know.
That's so good. GameStop's closing. I don't remember like my favorite game or anything, but I definitely remember like the interactions with the GameStop workers. They were definitely characters. Like I was telling one of the times that I went in here to go get my little brother's birthday present, I was in GameStop and I went to go get like already like a $65 game and like let me copped it, and so I was like, all right, like cool. Put it on the counter, and the guy is just like trying to upsell me on every little fucking thing.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm standing there, and I'm like, let me just take this. And he was like, hey man, like just to let you know, there's this add-on that you could get, like, and I'm like, oh no, I'm good. Like, I as a joke, it was around Christmas time, so I was like, I don't need it. Like I already spent too much money on Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, no problem. He's like, do you need a bag for that? And then I was like, oh yeah, actually, can I get a bag? He's like, ooh, I'm out of plastic bags. I only got these fucking these cloth bags that you have to pay $15 for. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, no, I'm good. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, are you sure, bro? They're hella good. You can use them. And I'm like, no, dude, I don't want the bag. All right. So, and after that, he's like, all right, for sure. He's like, let me just ring you up now. He starts typing in my information. He's like, do you have a GameStop rewards program with us? And I'm like, I actually think I do because I thought I did. Like I used to.
Yeah.
So I give him the phone numbers and stuff like that. And he's like, Christopher? And I'm like, yeah. So he converted my account. So I was like, all right, cool. And then he's like, types a little bit. And he's like, oh, it's like your account actually just ran out. Like just ended right now. And he's like, but for today, you can get it restarted. And he showed me a bunch of fucking benefits and stuff like that. And it was a whole like piece of paper poster and shit like that. And I was like, I'm good.
Want the game.
I just want the game. And then he was like, are you sure, man? It's only like an extra $15. I was like, I told you $15 no for the bag. What makes you think that I'm going to say $15 for the one? So then I was like, no. And then he just was like, all right, man. Like, all right, it's what it is. He's like, but can you get this $2 to $3 insurance? And at that point, I was so already over his shit that I was like, dude, fuck it. Give me the $3. Yes, fine. And he was like, you gotta walk out of here with something. Am I right? And I was like, dude, shut up.
Oh my god.
That's too funny.
No, yeah, but GameStop legendary. Like, it definitely.
I like the workers though. No matter what GameStop I've been to, like all the workers have been chill.
I don't think I've ever had a bad experience.
Yeah, bad experience.
I mean, the only bad experience I've had going to GameStop is like thinking I was gonna walk away with like hella money for trading in my games.
Oh yeah,
and it ends up being like $2. I'm like,
that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing with like GameStop too. Is like they don't give you shit when you trade in any game.
Hell no,
they'll give you.
You have a brand new game and be like,
and you'll pull up with a brand new game that you just bought, just came out, and you're like, I don't really like this, and they'll come back like, oh yeah, we'll give you $30 for that. I just spent $60 on this shit. What the fuck?
I forgot about that. When I was trying to sell my Switch, I went to GameStop and a brand new Switch. An extra controller and Super Smash Bros. With it.
Yeah.
Turned it in and they're like, we give you $150. And I was like, dude, $100 Are you kidding me? Like, that's literally the game and the fucking controller. Not even the Switch.
And then their whole thing is like, man, just the price trade just went down, man. It's like, nah, fuck that shit, bro.
I was like, trying to fucking scam.
Seriously.
No, yeah. And then I've had experiences. I've actually been one of those guys that actually waited for a game drop. The night of.
Oh yeah, me too.
Mainly for Call of Duty. Call of Duty. That was the game I mainly did for. It was like, I think it was Black Ops 3. And I actually waited with like.
No, I was kidding.
Wait, was it Black Ops 3? I think it was. It might have been Ghosts actually.
That's even a bigger
difference.
That
was pretty bad too.
Okay, it was either Ghosts or Black Ops 3, one of those two. And I actually waited with Caleb and Jabril. This was back in like 7th grade, I think it was, something like that. And so and I remember. Like, you had to get there early, and we got there early, and the line was still long, bro. And we were just like, shit.
Yeah.
And so that was an experience, actually, like, waiting in line for a game. Yeah. You know, just something like that.
What game did you wait for?
Mine, it was Halo 3.
Ooh.
Same thing. Like,
big Halo fans.
Yeah, yes. It was Halo 3, and I remember going with my brother because he, like, got it was the Legendary Edition. It came with, like, all the deluxe shit. You know, it came with the actual Master Chief helmet.
That's so sick.
Yeah, and so...
Oh, yeah, you guys had like, your cousin Aaron and everything, they had hella, like, other figurines and stuff like that.
They still have it. Because they have the same edition, too. It's the Master Chief helmet.
Yeah.
And, I don't... You have to ask him.
Somewhere, yeah.
But, it's somewhere. But he has it, too.
No, yeah, for sure.
It's legit. Like, you can't wear it, of course. But I wish you could wear it, because if you could, then I'm like... Yeah. That's worth the money for me.
Oh, hell yeah. I would instantly buy the Legendary version if that was the case.
No, for real. And, like, I feel like now you don't even see that with video games. It's like, you don't get, like, cool things like that anymore. It's more of, like, digital and online shit. Like,
speaking of that, actually, though, when they came out with Modern Warfare, when they did come out with it, if you bought the Legendary version, they gave you night vision goggles.
Oh,
legit night vision goggles that worked, yeah. Because Jason's dad, he bought the deluxe version, and he got some night vision goggles. I was like, can I wear them? He's like, yeah. I'm doing it. Turn the lights off. Sure enough, it works.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I'm like, dang. And yet, but before that, you hadn't really seen nothing like that. You haven't seen like they give out like cool stuff, like in person stuff. Right. And then they did that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know?
Yeah, it's like very select games that do. I know some of them are like flops. For example, I think Fallout 76 was one of the flops. Like, because if you got like the bundle edition, like you're supposed to get like the game, of course, and all these deluxe shit, and like an actual jacket like that you wear in the game. Yeah. But I seen reviews on it, and people they were unboxing it. They're all excited, like, "Oh shit, I'm about to get it." And then look, they get it out, and it's just like this cheap ass like plastic, not even leather. It's just, like, 'cause it's supposed to be leather, and like it's not even. It's like just plastic. Like the colors are all just. It's just bad.
It's just terrible.
However, there are some games that do it right. One of the newer games I remember specifically is the new Doom Eternal. They actually did like their version of the Legendary, and they had a helmet that you could get along with the bundle, but you could actually wear the helmet.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like I forgot how much it was, and it was like a limited like edition thing only.
That's pretty fire, yeah.
But you can actually like put on the helmet, and it's tight. And then the same thing for like Halo Reach. If you got like the Legendary Edition, you got like a collectible figurine set with all the different Spartans that are playable in the game. Yeah, and it's legit. Like just Halo the amount of detail. In the game, that game was.
So the thing about me is like I never really got into Halo. I was more of a Call of Duty guy, and even people would be like, "Oh, you could be Call of Duty Halo both." I don't know. I just really never got into it, you know.
Yeah.
But like Halo Reach was, I think, the first Halo game I played. I absolutely loved it. Yeah. Absolutely loved it.
It's killer. Yeah. It's fucking killer.
And then so like there's like some Halo games that are on Xbox and stuff for free if you have a certain membership and stuff. And like I would go back and play and like be like, what did I miss out on? You know. And then so I'd go back and play. And so
Yeah. I just have a problem with trying new shit. Like, I can't dive into a video game like I have to like already see shit about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's how I am now. Like, especially with video games, because gaming is just it's
like
gone down.
When you're younger, it's like you just want to see something new, and you're just like trying to grab whatever.
And so it's weird how you, because I'm gonna go back to Call of Duty again. When I was younger, like no matter what Call of Duty came out, or no matter what the pre-reviews were for it, like I would always get it. Yeah. From like Black Ops 2 to like Black Ops 4, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 4. Every year I get the Call of Duty. Like I had to have it, no matter how bad or people said it was, or how good people said it was. I always like had to have it. But then after like Black Ops 4, like World War II, I was like, I watched the trailers, right? And I'm looking at trailers. I'm like, yo, this game looked kind of trash, bro. And like you would never really hear me say that about Call of Duty unless like I had it and played it already. I'm like, bro, this game's trash. Right. But like, I'm looking at the trailer before I'd even buy it. I'm like, yo, this game low-key trash. Like, this does not look like a good Call of Duty, bro.
Right.
And so I wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
And, so it's just, like, weird how it changes from, like, you're this one person, you got to buy this game every year and stuff like that. And then, it just goes to, like, you're just like, no, I don't want it anymore. Like, I just don't want that game, know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, my problem is just, like, it's... Like, just trying anything new now, because, like, after... I've gotten so hyped for, like, games in the past, and, like, just recently, I mean, like, this past, like, 5-7 years, I would say. And, like, I would just get so hyped for a game, and just, like, I would play it, I'm just like, man...
Yeah.
This is a letdown.
This was a waste of money.
Yeah, and my time.
This game is a pretty ass,
I'm like, I feel... I just feel like shit now. I don't feel happy. Like, it was supposed to bring me joy, and I'm just like, now it's like...
Right. That's hella funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to GameStop for supplying us for video games and shit like that for a minute.
Good memories, too. Yeah, some good memories from GameStop.
It was alright.
Yeah, I mean, sell me on shit, dude. But, so... That sucks for them, though. All right, we were just actually, before we started recording, we were talking about OnlyFans. So, OnlyFans. Whoever's listening to this, and if you have an OnlyFans, you make your bread. Do what you do. Respect the hustle. Yeah. Do what you want.
Power to you.
Yeah.
But personally, I'm just gonna say that personally, OnlyFans is just like, I feel like it's just so awkward. It's such an awkward topic of conversation.
It is, because you don't know the reaction you're going to get. Because some people are going to be like, yeah, like Rico, for example, my boy Rico, he'll be like, yeah, I support sex work. He's like, yeah, go get your money. He's like, get it. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Live and let live. He's like, you do you. Like, I have no problem with that. But it's like,
at the same time,
can I respect it? Can I respect it? I don't know. Yeah. That's where my problem comes.
No, for real. I feel like it's most people too. Like that's the main problem with all that. Is like,
get your money.
Get your money. Do you? You live your life. This is your life, not mine, not anybody else's and stuff. But it's like, can I look at you and be like, that's a good paying job, that'll set you up for life.
That's the 401k.
I mean, for some people, yeah. But how many of us are actually, capable of reaching that? You know what I mean? Or how many people who have OnlyFans are
like out of the people we know and stuff?
Most of them are celebrities.
Yeah.
But
I mean, at the end of the day, you just got a bunch of horny motherfuckers that are trying to see like other people who they think are fine naked, and they're like, they will go to great lengths, such as paying for a subscription to be like, I gotta see.
That's not even a great length. They go to greater lengths. So, but like, I wanted to say this because like
it's free.
It's free. Go watch porn.
Exactly. But
it's literally free. You can find that like that. It's not hard.
But I wanted to say that because we were talking about this, and I know me and Devin have talked about this. It's like people can get like girls who have gotten mad at me or whatever because it's like because they try to talk to me and stuff like that, and then I find out they have an OnlyFans, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of like awkward. I don't really want to delve into that. I want to talk to you if it's gonna be like that. Exactly. And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? like, what do you like? Why don't you respect what I'm doing?
Like you just spit on their face or something. Like
it's not this. It's more like a. From my point of view, it's like I don't disrespect you for doing it. Like make your bread and stuff. It's like if I'm gonna talk to you, and we're gonna, if possible in the future, like be something. I would rather not have to go around to like my friends or stuff, or have like family even, and be like, oh yeah, my girlfriend goes online and sells pictures of
or you
herself.
don't even have to say it. You don't even have to
Yeah.
say it, but it's just like the fact that like, what if somebody were to come up to you, right, and you're walking on, or like you're in your homie's like, oh dude, your girl, I saw your girl.
Yeah.
It's like, I know.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like
that butt plug
your
video
homie-
was crazy last
Yeah,
night.
it's
And it's
like-
like, bro, what the fuck?
like,
Like,
I don't,
I wasn't
like-
even there.
Like, that's just an uncomfortable thing is for other people, like,
I wasn't even there.
Yeah, I wasn't even there.
Like, where the fuck
No.
did you do that, fool?
And it's like, you know, people like your homies, because it's anybody, your homies,
Yeah.
shit, your own
Yeah,
grandfather could fucking
Exactly.
just be
Exactly.
like,
Anybody
hey,
can
And it's
go on that.
exactly, and it's just that part,
bro.
especially if I'm talking to a girl that has one, like just that part is like, I don't know, it's just kind of a cutoff for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
Just
Yeah.
kind of cut
And
off.
you know, and like, you make your bread.
Yeah, make your bread, sure.
But just
Yeah,
know,
this is.
but just know that it's like other people are not gonna respect it, and we're okay. That's okay for us to know.
Yeah, it's like we're not. It's like you guys can be like, you're missing out on the best thing. It's like we might be, but we're okay with that.
I mean,
okay,
you're
bro.
okay.
Me personally, I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Especially when people tell me that. It's like, oh, well, you're missing out.
If you're a girl or a guy and you tell another significant other like, well, you're missing out on the best thing. Get the fuck out of here. I
Yeah,
hate when
yeah.
people say that. Like, cause that's like,
It's like, no, I'm not.
It's
Like,
not.
you saying that
it's
proves like
you
I'm
saying
not.
that is like bringing it down, bro. It's like, nah.
Right, exactly. And I feel like you see it so often now. Like, OnlyFans is literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Like we were just saying, like people are starting our age now. Like at least me and Epi are going through it. It's like
You see it on
you've been talking about it forever. Like people, you meet somebody and it's like everybody knows everybody because of
It's
OnlyFans.
disappointing.
You see,
It's honestly
disappointing, man.
You'll be on Snapchat or Instagram, right? You're scrolling through and just be like, decided to make an OnlyFans, subscribe. It's like,
Oh my
Right.
there's
it's-
another one. Hey,
yeah.
there's another one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
slide 'em up.
There's another one. Slide your funnel
Yeah,
like that.
and it's like we said, make your bed, but at the same time, you can't expect us to just like respect it. It's like, all right, feel comfortable, like just be
Yeah.
being around you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny because I actually I think it was 2 mornings ago. I got a snap from one of these dudes that like was trying to talk to me,
Yeah.
and like I was just like hella ignoring it, and out of nowhere it just sends me a picture like a nude, and then like says think about starting OnlyFans, and I looked at it, I was like,
I went, what
yeah,
the fuck?
okay, like what do you want me to do, like,
Right.
like
Yeah,
congratulations,
Hey,
like
good job,
yeah, like
yeah.
good job, like
Clap,
what do you want me to do, and
Like
I
you should, okay, like but that's yeah, exactly.
it's just I don't know, I
yeah, it's just,
live and let live, you know what I mean, but.
yeah.
You know, it's,
Yeah, I can't. Especially when I'm trying to talk to somebody, it's like I find out later, like, oh yeah, that person has OnlyFans. And I'm like, God
You're like,
damn it!
yeah, okay, man. You're like, come on, yeah, you were doing so good.
I know it was like it was going so well, and then
It's going so well.
I vibe.
Yeah,
I
and
vibe.
you know, I'll say this now. You know, if I'm talking to you and you have an OnlyFans, I'm gonna stop talking to you
yeah,
like that.
like yeah, but
I
okay,
would stop talking
but
about
like
that.
okay, for me personally, like if it were to be like one of my
Oh, okay.
One of my-
Yeah.
like
Not
one of my close
friends.
friends,
If
one of my
I-
close, yeah, but
I didn't mean like that.
Yeah.
I meant like
You
if,
know, your
if
girl.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
if I'm talking to a girl and like
somebody's
I
trying to
like
get with.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to get with you.
Someone's
That's
trying
what
to-
I meant. Like if you're my friend, and you have an OnlyFans. Hey, fuck it, you do you. Like,
Yeah,
like, I
and
guess.
even then, it's be like, come on, dog.
yeah, we're gonna clown you, but at the same time, like it is,
Yeah.
you gotta do it.
Yeah,
But, so we're all on dating sites here. We've all like we dabbled. Not me actually personally.
Dabbled.
I've actually just matched with people that I've
Dabbled
never
around.
actually met up with anybody. But
Yeah, you
I
gotta
want to
care for
know.
that
I think
shit.
I don't know if I asked you this about the last time, but I need a good Tinder hookup story. Like,
Okay.
you guys have a good Tinder?
Yeah, I mean,
Bumble hookup story?
it's not.
I need to.
Good is the
Yeah.
No,
I was like, good?
I
I don't
need like the
know.
most interesting.
Oh well, just I mean, I've only hooked up with one girl that I met on Tinder,
Okay.
and it's because I knew her before Tinder, anyways.
Okay.
Of her, like we hadn't talked or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not gonna say names, obviously, but you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, got back into town when I was living in San Diego. Moved back in, was on Tinder.
Yeah.
Matched with this girl.
Uh-huh.
We talked a little bit and stuff. You know, I knew her and stuff,
Yeah.
and like I was telling her a little bit more about me. You know, and I think she had said something about like, that if I had smoked.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh man, I could smoke right now. And I was like, do you want to go out? And like, do you want to go out and smoke? And like, do you want to link up? And she was like, and I wasn't expecting to be like, yeah. But she was like, yeah, we can. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, send me your address. I'll go pick you up. Or like, let's meet somewhere. And she's like, all right, we'll meet at this place. We go up, we meet there. You know, we're smoking a little bit. And,
And then I fucked the shit out of you.
and then we fucked, you know? And so that was that. That was basically it, you know?
Yeah. Well, so that was the only Tinder hookup story.
Only Tinder hookup, yeah.
Okay.
From my,
Maybe
from
more
my,
to come.
yeah. Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the
Hopefully.
press conference. Man, hopefully, man, I'm hoping to. I gave a good performance today. All right, Devin. I know you have more than one. So
Yeah,
I want to know. I want to know a good story. All right, an exciting
mean,
story. I know you told me some before, but
From there's not too many right off the bat that I can remember. Stuff that's like, oh yeah, like I remember that one time.
Story,
yeah, but I mean it's kind of just plain Jane for the most part, you know what I mean? But there's been times like I've like not even really thinking of it. I would just be on there and then like I would see somebody that I knew from like high school and I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is so like, and I'm talking about like, you know, these straight dudes, of course. But
quotations.
yeah, I mean, I've hooked up with females too, but like, it's just it don't happen often. It don't happen often. But yeah, so like it's usually like that case, you know, like I'll just be minding my own business one day, not even thinking about it, and then like some dude that like that went to high school with, like I'll come across, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, either you just made your profile right now, or you are straight up like on the DL or something, because like I don't know if you know, but like once you like when you sign up, it obviously asks you like what your preferences are. Yeah. So if you select females, it's only gonna show you on females profiles, and if you select males, it's same thing. Or if you select everyone, then obviously everybody.
Yeah. Right.
So that's how like you know, or that's how I knew, because like I would see like, for example, this one guy he like used to at one of my high schools in my freshman year. Everybody used to think like he was like, you know, the shit because he played football and like he was kind of like the star. Yeah. And like he had like girlfriends and shit, so like no one thought much of it. And then like years later, like I go on there on fucking Tinder and there he is. I was like, oh,
well, shit.
I was like, I mean, do you? I'm like, do you, bro? But yeah, it was just like,
and then he's like, swipe left real quick.
Real quick.
It's just usually like that happens, not a lot, but it's like more often than I would think. I was like, damn, the fuck. Yeah. And then like you get a lot of the fake profiles too, which are hella funny. And I actually like egged them on one time, and usually I know it's a fake profile because it'd be like a female, and it'd be like this badass female too, and it's like, this is too good, like shit that's like just too good to be true. It's too good to be true. 10 times out of 10, it is too good to be true. Like, because they all have the same bios. It's so funny to say like, oh, like snap me at this Snapchat, but leave out the last number in the name. I'm like, the fuck? It would be sketchy. Like, it'd be like random shit like that. Of course, I never added, but like, it's just way too sketchy. But
hella fake profiles on Tinder. Right?
It's funny to me, like because they'll be like,
you were swiping earlier and you were like, there was just a fucking profile that said burrito.
Yeah.
It was just a picture of a burrito.
And it was just a picture of burrito. I was like, what the fuck is it? And I was like, yeah.
Like somebody really like took the time to make a Tinder account to put burrito.
Yeah, you see a lot of those too.
Yeah, those shits are funny too.
Yeah,
but then also like you're saying fake accounts, like you get to see some badass bitch, but then you look at the profile.
Yeah, like I'll see and it's like
or the picture's all pixelated.
Pictures all pixelated. Probably 2 pictures only at max and stuff. Yeah, and then you scroll down, there's nothing there. Nothing there except for a little bio, and you're just like, that's.
Or my favorite is when like this is the main profile picture that you go on, and then you scroll to like see what the other picture are, and it's the same picture but just zoomed in on the face. I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like, wow.
That's
amazing. You're like, that's
like, oh shit.
Wow.
I would have never known.
Never known.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. Tinder's
low key though. Bumble.
I've heard about that one.
I think I like Bumble more, to be honest.
I mean, it's just because
I feel like
it's a vibe.
I feel like there's less fake people on Bumble than Tinder.
And it's also because the other person.
I can see that.
Like the other person has to respond first.
Yeah, whoever you match with.
Yeah, that's the one that like they have to like initiate. It's not like
the girl. So the girl is like for the guys, girls. If I match with a girl, that girl has to respond. Right?
Yeah.
I just sit there and wait.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Shout out to dating apps.
Yeah, shout out to dating apps.
All right.
Would I ever date someone on there like that?
Hell no.
Probably not.
No, because at the end of the day,
it's just like for hookups and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about. I was like, I feel like Tinder and Bumble, those sites, mainly for hookup.
Yeah. No,
mainly, if not hooking up, the next best thing, if you want, you can date.
Yeah.
You know, you can go
and then, and even then, it probably won't even go any further than like one date.
Exactly. But
talking
the thing I'm like constantly met with is people that are just looking for friends. You talk to this girl and it's like
friends with benefits?
Just friends.
Just strictly friends.
You ask them like,
actual friends.
You throw out that little question like, oh, so what are you on Tinder for? What are you on Bumble for? Oh, I'm just looking for friends. The fuck, bro?
And
I'm just like more than friends or like friends with benefits? No, just friends. Like I just need more people to hang out with. And it's like, that's not what Tinder or Bumble is for.
Like, why did we match?
It's like, why did we match? Like, that's not what this app's for. You know, it's for hooking up or dating. You know?
Yeah, man. This is funny shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Just recently, also, Conor McGregor upset the whole entire world.
Son of a
and
bitch.
he failed He failed against Dustin Poirier. He took a beating in the second round.
Yeah.
Against himself in the first round. And Jake Paul had some shit to say about it. He went down from $50 million to the $10,000 contract. What are your guys' thoughts about Jake Paul trying to enter the boxing world and fight?
I think he needs to get his ass whooped.
I think he does too.
You think that's he just announced?
And I say that in a nice way because I feel like everybody at some point in their life needs to be humbled.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all capable of like getting in our own heads, and I feel like that's where he's at right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where he thinks he could just take on fucking anybody.
After he knocked out a 5'8" black guy, you know. No disrespect to Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson, who's not even not a boxer.
He's not a boxer. He played basketball.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't doubt that Jake Paul has trained with the best of the best and has done all that because he's able to.
He's got the money, he's got the money
to do what he wants, but so that's.
I mean,
do you think he's gonna lose against Ben Askren?
Ben Askren's pretty trash too. Because if he beats him, it's like, I mean, yeah, he won, but. Yeah. It's fucking Ben Askren.
Exactly. I guess you're right.
Whatever.
You know, that's like the same thing with like the Nate Robinson fight. It's like, yeah, you knocked him out, but it's fucking Nate Robinson.
He's
you know what I mean?
fucking basketball and he's 5'8".
Like it's not that much of an accomplishment. You know, it's like
Jake Paul. Yeah, no, he needs to get his ass beat. Not saying that out of hate. You know, I mean,
it's gonna be like you said.
Okay, the thing about Jake Paul, I don't fucking hate him. You know, I'm not like, oh, fuck that guy. If I ever see a picture of him, like, I'm gonna spit on your fucking phone or something. It's like, no. It's just like, you know, I don't like the stuff he does. Like, he does some pretty dumb stuff and everything. And yeah, he's not humble.
Right.
You know, people that aren't humble, like, you know.
Yeah, they don't do the shit that he does.
No, exactly. And so it's just like, you know.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting to see how
he just needs to be put in
Ben Askren.
Ben
Askren's pretty funny though. I was watching some videos of him like in the press conference and stuff, and I think that if anybody is gonna talk as much shit as Jake Paul, it's definitely gonna be Ben Askren.
Oh yeah.
Or it would have been McGregor too, but McGregor just didn't give him the time of the day, or like somebody.
Dude, if McGregor,
could you imagine? But like 50 mil, like if he would have just if he would have went up against Jake Paul, beat the shit out of him, right before the fucking or right after the I guess he got his shit kicked out of him with the Dustin Poirier fight, so he wouldn't be able to have fought the Jake Paul.
Not until for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So what's next for Conor McGregor though?
Man,
like
I heard he's got like three fights left on his contract.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I can see it happening. I don't know. Yeah, I can see him also retiring too. He's pretty much set.
Yeah.
He don't even need
to.
Like,
he did.
Oh yeah.
He proved himself in MMA. Like
Yeah. Just like Khabib.
Oh yeah, same thing with him. Like you don't have to like. We know who he is. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, then.
Right, you have to be fucking swimming through Russian rivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not human.
He's
definitely
like an animal. He's an animal. He's raw.
He's more than human. That guy's.
Yeah. The thing about me is too, I need to get more into UFC too. I'm not really into it, not that much.
Yeah. Well, I just like watching the fight. I don't really know like a lot of other fighters other than like the main events and stuff like that, but I love seeing somebody get their ass beat.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, which is kind of fucking terrible because I remember I had this phase where I told my dad, I was like, isn't this like, we were watching it one time, I was like, this is so barbaric. And I was like, we're literally like, I mean, it's back to like the Coliseum days. Like we were like, people always make that reference, like hundreds of years ago, it would have been a man fighting a tiger in there.
Yeah.
But now it's two men just beating the shit out of each other.
Yo, man.
Which is crazy.
It's awesome to watch.
No, yeah, it's awesome to watch. And like they put themselves up to train and get, like build their strength up.
Yeah, and if they're okay with it, we're okay with this shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's entertainment.
Yeah, back to the OnlyFans. It's like, do you? You know, I'm not gonna do you, but
do you?
I mean, but the only thing between that is that MMA is actually a respectable thing. It's if any MMA fighters like, that's a respectable ass job or career, I'd rather.
Absolutely.
Right. Also, back to the OnlyFans things I forgot to mention. How do you guys feel about DJ Khaled and Fat Joe starting an OnlyFans only to put their rematch of basketball on there? They played a game of 21.
I saw that.
Is that true?
Yeah.
They literally started an OnlyFans and all they posted on there was their game of 21.
And
it brought in money. It brought in money to them.
How much was it?
It was. I didn't check how much it was, but I saw that.
DJ Khaled.
Yeah, literally.
All unathletic.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was just and I was like, I saw the headline was DJ Khaled and Fat Joe start OnlyFans, and so I was like obviously intrigued because I was like, why the fuck are they starting OnlyFans? So I clicked on it, and then it was literally just for the game of 21 because I guess they had a game and they wanted to rematch.
That's pretty funny.
But that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's.
Depends on
what pay.
Yeah.
I'd probably buy that.
Well, it depends how much they're asking.
Yeah. If it's less than 50, Less than 15, I'll probably buy it. More than 15,
I want to just to see the athleticism in that video. Like I just.
I think it'd be crazy.
I think it'd be funny. Put him in the NBA.
DJ Khaled. Oh,
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
Favorite DJ Khaled song?
You ever listen to?
I don't like this.
I can't really think.
I'm just kidding.
No new friends.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
DJ Khaled had bangers.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I remember he's like growing up. I used to listen to when he first came out when he was all skinny.
Yeah.
But it's weird too because it's like you hear these songs, or at least for me, you hear these songs when you're kids, and you don't really know artists and stuff.
Yeah.
Until like you're older, or at least for me, like for me, and so like No New Friends. I thought that was a song by Drake. Yeah. Turns out DJ Khaled made that song. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like funny like to look back at those songs that I thought were made by these original artists, but it's like, oh no, actually it was like DJ Khaled.
He's got some bangers. It's just like the more time that has gone on, it's like I feel like the more talent has come out, and DJ Khaled's credit has just gone down.
Yeah.
He's just that guy who nobody knows what he does.
Because he doesn't really.
We the best.
I mean, I'm sure he probably does something, but it's not what we think it is. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like,
right. He's a businessman.
Who he acts too. He's in some acting movies too.
Yeah, but he acts as DJ Khaled in most of his movies. He plays DJ Khaled.
Plays himself.
Yeah, he plays himself.
No, he's right.
You
That's
call
right.
that acting, then I mean,
anyone can act then.
That's pretty funny. So we're back in Fresno, California.
Yeah.
Devin, I wanna know, describe Fresno in 3 words. As a culture.
As a culture. I mean, the fact that I have to think about that already is like, I don't know. It's a lot of different things. I don't think it'd be summed up in 3 words. There's just, hate to say it, but it's just like, there's a lot of reckless people out here, man.
Reckless.
It's like, reckless, I would say. Interesting.
Okay.
In a weird way.
Yeah. I feel like the sort of time that I would in here, I think I would say diverse.
Definitely. Like, there definitely is diversity here.
Yeah.
And there's, but like, it just depends on where you're at in Fresno, because Fresno's actually a pretty big city.
Yeah,
it's not like hella big, of course, but it's like it's a good size, you know, to where like there's different districts of town. You know, it's just it's really interesting just the way like it's mapped out, because it's just like a mix between the conservative people and like a lot of like liberal people at the same time.
Right.
It just depends on where you're at too, you know.
Yeah.
Clovis obviously is gonna have more of the conservative people, but even like some places like Northwest Fresno, you know, or even the North Fresno where it's like River Park, you know.
Shout out there.
At the same time, there's a lot of crime too. Like it's bad, man. Like it
gets bad. There's a lot of like we drive down streets sometimes like in the middle of the night when I go to work and stuff. And there's cops on every corner. Like, this shit's happening, accidents, people getting stopped. Like, it's crazy. It could be a dangerous city, too.
It's pretty sad, actually.
Yeah, I know, very. Like, people fly. Like, I was telling him, like, our main streets in Pismo, it's like you would drive down those and you would never see anybody going over, like, fucking 40 miles an hour on those roads. And over here, the main roads, you could find people going 60, 70, flying down fucking Shaw and everything like that.
Yeah, especially right now because it's raining.
Yeah,
like,
people flying. Dude, like,
for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason. You want to die.
It's raining outside, like pouring rain, and you're going to be like driving 90 miles an hour. Right. It's like, bro, that's natural selection right there.
That's natural selection.
Send them out of here.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
But I mean, Fresno's a growing city.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be biased, obviously, because I live here. But a lot of people will say like it's
My choices between college were Fresno State or San Diego State.
Really?
That was my top 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like, I thought of Fresno, and I thought, what everybody thinks. Like, I mean, I love Fresno, like, because it reminds me of home, Bakersfield, like where I used to live. So that's just, and I'll always love Bakersfield. That's my home and stuff, But it's just like, I don't know. I see myself thriving more in like San Diego and stuff. And plus, I like a big city.
No,
like
I think so too. I think San Diego's a good fit.
No, San Diego's tight. I love going out there.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Well, we'll have to head out to San Diego State to recruit for the NBPAA. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fucking get that shit going. Yeah, man. How long have we been going for? It was like 20.
Like 40 minutes.
40 minutes? That's not bad. I think that's a good way to end it. Doesn't have to be too long. Alright, yeah, man. So thank you guys for listening. Hopefully we got another episode coming at you pretty soon. Any last words you guys?
See you again next time.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, that's the Space Cowboys podcast.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, yeehaw.
No.
Yeehaw. All right.